I really find that one of the most useful tools I have for thinking about my game or getting ready for my game or pondering my campaign is going for a walk. I love going for walks, and whenever I want to think about a new article or a new idea or some new chapter of a book or about my D&D game, getting out and spending a half hour out in nature, outside, taking a walk, putting the phone away, taking the headphones off, and just pondering the question I have has been a really good way for me to get my head around things. A lot of times what I like to do is I go for a walk and I start my walk off by asking a question like, what is it I want to solve right now? Like, what bit of brain work do I want to do while I'm going on my walk, if I'm going on like a half-hour walk? And sometimes it'll be like ponder a new article for Flourish, or sometimes it'll be think through a faction of my campaign. Sometimes it'll be like think through the eyes of my villains and the fronts and what they're doing. Sometimes it's thinking up my 10 secrets and clues. One of the things I really like to do is come up with lists of 10 things, whether it's 10 secrets and clues or 10 NPCs or 10 interesting locations or 10 interesting chambers in a dungeon that the characters might explore. And what I find is while I'm just kind of wandering about, letting my mind wander on these ideas, lots of different ideas come to me. And sometimes I jot them down in a notebook, sometimes I just let them come into my head and leave again. A lot of times though, if I'm writing down a list of 10 things, I'll definitely write them down. Usually I think about 3 and then jot them down and then think up another 3. So it's pretty handy. I use Notion on my phone, and I will record ideas in Notion while I'm going out for a walk. Then I know that not everybody is able to go for a walk all the time. Not everybody is able to do that. And if you can't, then the best I can suggest is finding some opportunity to either go and get some exercise somehow, or to get outside somehow, to spend some time outside, to spend some time away from a screen, and to really ponder your ideas, your games, your characters, your villains, your secrets and clues, your locations, your NPCs, interesting treasure. Start off by thinking about the characters. While you're on your walk, can you name all of the characters that are in your current D&D game? That to me is a really good test to see whether or not you're really putting the characters first in your game. Can you name them all while you're going out for a walk without looking them up? And if you can do that, then generally you probably have your head around the characters enough to have an idea about what they're up to, what they might want, and how you might incorporate them into your next game. Going for a walk is a great time to go through your 8 steps from Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master. Who are the characters? What might your strong start be? What scenes might occur? What secrets and clues might they discover? What interesting locations might they go to? What monsters might they fight? What NPCs might they meet? And what treasure might they acquire? You can sort of ponder all of these questions while you're out and about, right? While you're looking up at the trees or listening to the birds or the bugs or whatever you happen to be doing. Maybe I'm dodging cars, wherever you happen to be. Going through the 8 steps is just really good brain exercise for pondering your game. And then you can sit down and actually write it all down and get your game prepared. If you enjoyed this video, there are 4 things you can do. 1, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. 2, you can subscribe to the Flourish newsletter. 3, you can support me directly on Patreon by going to patreon.com/SlyFlourish. Or 4, you can pick up any of my books, including Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master and the Lazy DM's Workbook. Thank you very much. Have a great day.